Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? To make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God create. A greatness running on my blood. Hello?
Yes, what's good, people? Kai Storm in the building. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1. You know, we gotta make sure the mic is working. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure on things. So I'm a little late to getting to wait, cause today is Tuesday. Yes, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Spice McGill, Big Teeth, Donald Hall. Wait, no, let's say it again. Spice McGill, Big Teeth, Donald Hall, motherfucking Yamed, Stinking Soasap Gal, aka Bambi. Yes, let's get to all of that. The positive note is that for as long as you are above the grass, you are doing well. Even though I'm not wearing my EENY exclusive eyewear, exclusive eyes eyewear New York City, this video has been brought to you by Exclusive Eyes Eyewear. That's EENY eyewear.com. And of course, I'm rocking the old school Motherhood Sex Marijuana sweater. You know what I'm saying? And the hair is out because we coming up on the next hair appointment. You know, Locks Energy Therapy in the building. And yes, let's get to, and of course the nails are always fly. So yes, let's get to the reunion. The episode. Yes, the episode is called Beach to Wail, but not Wail like WHALE, but WAIL. Let's find out what the fuck going on. All right. So the episode starts with Rashida and Kendra getting foot massages and talking about the whole incident with Yandy. Now, Rashida backpedals and pussy pops just a tad and says that she didn't really mean to say, you know, Yandy ain't my friend. But you know, we friends, but we ain't best of friends. And yeah, you know, and either way, what you need to do is put on the table the fact that everybody talking about your husband in these streets rather than you talking about Jasmine or wait, is that her name? Yeah. Jasmine and her friend looking for the Kirks. Because we watched the scene. They wasn't looking for the Kirks. They was looking for, they wasn't looking for Kirk Frost. They wasn't looking for Rashida Frost. They was looking for Yandy and motherfucking Mendici. Okay, that was what that heat was for. And Yandy does not want to acknowledge that because according to her, her husband is true blue to her. And then, of course, they start making fun of husband, boyfriend, and fiance because we going back to a scene of Love and Hip Hop New York where Yandy was telling I forgot them chicks' names, but Yandy was telling people that she not married. She filled out the paperwork and and never turned it in, so they not really married. You know what I'm saying? Because he owed restitution and she didn't want to pay restitution for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's that whole thing. And then we got a scene where the men are in the gym and they're working out and they talking to Tilo and asking him why he ran away and who getting poom poom from who ain't getting poom poom. And apparently Ray, Bambi boyfriend, and Lil Zane ain't getting no poom poom. You know what I mean? That's what they said. So now we got a scene with Saucy Santana, because we haven't seen Saucy Santana in a minute. Excuse me for a second. We haven't seen Saucy Santana in a minute, and Saucy talking to his mama, and the scene that they contrived together is him having a beef with the man that raised him, because apparently he has two daddies: a daddy that brought him into the world, who is in jail, and the daddy that raised him, who hasn't been in contact with him, because apparently he done divorced his mama and got a whole new family, and he moved on and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is boring so far. This is boring so far. But you know what I mean? And because I expect the episode to kick up, at every shot like they did last time. But it's okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I'm definitely hanging in there. Ciao. They had some kind of scene where everybody was getting together and I guess doing a activity together. Something about making a boat and with their feet and some kind of silky thing on the floor. I ain't get it. But what made the scene actually pop was the fact that Ray, Bambi's boo, must be a little tipsy, because he's talking to Bambi about fucking and not fucking and celibate and not being celibate, and I'm doing it for me, I'm doing it for you, and I could fuck other bitches, but I'm still waiting on your pum pum, because something telling me that your pum pum is worth waiting for, and I think I want to wait, but I'm not sure, but I'm a little tipsy right now, and I'm around these dudes, and they talking about getting some, and I would like to get some, and it just, and Bambi on the corner talking about, nah, I'm not giving him none. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. Okay. I mean, do what you want with your pum pum. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe because you just met him, or that's why you telling us that you just met him. Therefore, you're not giving him no pum pum yet. I don't know. It just seems weird. But let's get to the action, because ain't no action yet, and I'm getting bored, bitch. I forgot to mention, Yandy was wearing some kind of white bodysuit that just did not look good. Who is dressing Yandy? Who is dressing? And then the wig looked weird too. It just, like, who is styling Yandy? Like, who is responsible for this? It's my unpopular opinion, but I think other people thinking the same thing because they are looking through. Chad, I don't know if it's, producers and the editing, or is that's just the natural conversation that he brought to the table, or it was just contrived and controlled to the point where that's all we got to see. Because in this scene where, you know what I'm saying, where Mendici called himself going up to Kirk to have a separate conversation, he not really addressing what he addressing it, but he not addressing it, because he's saying to Kirk, well, I don't know Jasmine. I don't know nothing about her. I don't understand why I was brought up in it in the first place. And then Kirk says, if you're going to ask me, I can tell you that other shit is being said. Why didn't you address that, Mendici? Right then and there would have been a great moment to say, what you mean other shit is being said? Other shit couldn't be said about me because there ain't nobody talking about me because I ain't in these streets. That would have been your moment to establish that. But no, you just kept going back to, I don't know, Jasmine. I don't know, Jasmine. That's your baby mama. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It sure enough does sound like it does. Kupayo, I stand up there, I tell big man say, girl not have nothing to do with girl. When the girl come to you directly, everybody say, are you in the street? You outside. You have outside, boom, boom. Everybody say it. And Kupanyu, I try blaming on Kirk just because Kirk has established outside boom boom. You and him are not the same, you know. You and him are not the same. Like I said in my last review, Rashida and Kirk already got to understand it. Yandy and you trying to front. And everybody talking, nigga. Everybody talking. Everybody. And this whole approach conversation really gave just that. Like, you want to address it, but you don't want to address it because at the end of the day, you don't want it to be said on camera that everybody's saying you outside when everybody on camera is already saying Mendices is outside. Okay? Okay. I gotta go ahead and talk about this. Saucy had a scene with his mama and talking to his daddy over the phone, and words were said, forgiveness was given, and forgiveness was accepted. That's it. Because this conversation between Carly, T-Lo, Lil Zane, and Ashley just seems like was this what we was waiting for? No, was this what we was waiting for? Because if I remember correctly from last week, they showed a clip and apparently the men eventually get tight and start talking shit to each other and want to fuck each other up, and it's like that's what ends the episode. I mean that's what ends the episode. Because I mean we got like 5 minutes left. That's what's gonna come on. Yeah, I could have brought the whole Bambi versus Spice thing. Yeah. And oh yeah, Ray said some fuck shit again because Ray drunk, and Ray taking advice from Jock about how to handle shit, talking about how he spent 12 bands and because he spelled 12 bands, he should have gotten some pum pum by now, and he fucked 1,000 bitches and chow. I mean, I'm obviously he sobers up and act right, because that's the nigga that she's engaged to now in real life. So obviously, this ain't a relationship for TV. This is so I guess I don't know. I don't really want to say it could be a relationship for TV still, but whatever. I'm just like, because last week y'all had some shit going on. And now, yeah. So what we gonna do? We gonna go every other episode is gonna be popping. Okay, not for nothing, Zane. You look like a whole bitch because you wait till you walked all the way far to then say check your bitch. And not for nothing, Tilo, you don't look like anyone that would, like you stood there and this little nigga said something about slapping the shit out of you and you ain't even say shit. You just you just but apparently on the next episode, the conversation between Rashida and Rashida and motherfucking Yandy is going to happen, where Yandy is going to be saying some stupid shit about how Mendices was never in that bar. And this is not about Mendices, and we all know it is. So I can't wait for that conversation. So, which goes back to my original theory. Like, let me find out every other episode is going to be hot, because this episode was, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have kept this. You could have kept this. But okay. Until next time. Check out my novel. It's a romance novel, that One Voice Revised Edition. And check out the reviews on Amazon. Please absolutely make sure and buy the autographed copy from me directly. And yes, check out EENYEyewear.com. Until next time.